Daily tasks. Yes, if you can find out what your teachers are doing, what they shouldn't be doing, and stopping them from doing that, then it will help them. For example, if they're producing lots of flashcards, they're making their own flashcards, and you could go out and buy cheap flashcards, or ask the publisher for some flashcards to reduce that stress, that time. It will help them a lot. So try and look at what they're doing and help them do it more efficiently. The next one was prioritize the task. Yeah, this is a key area. You have as teachers, again, looking at the to-do list, they have to know what they're spending their time on. If they're spending 3 hours preparing flashcards and only 15 minutes actually preparing the lesson, then you have to help them balance that time by observing them in the teacher's room. And prepare some worksheets before you start the term. Definitely. I think as well, if you can get teachers to prepare lessons together, this reduces their workload and then will reduce their burnout. So if you could select a group of teachers that are teaching the same level and give them time to prepare lessons together in advance, so they're already got a good start on the term. Number 3 is our scary teacher. Really nice ideas, and we're going to look at this now. Survey from students, student feedback. You telling them that they're a scary teacher need to relax a bit in the classroom because students are afraid of them might not have an effect. But if the students are telling you that, or telling the teacher that, then it'd be more powerful. And we're going to look at how we can get feedback from our students in a moment. That was really nice. Observe the perfect teacher. Yeah. So ask him or her to peer observe. So and this will help, find your strong teachers and get your weaker teachers to observe the strong teachers, and vice versa. And then ask teachers to attend workshops or read. Okay? So they might not know they're a scary teacher. If you can find an article that will help them, you can just put it on their desk. Maybe it could just be anonymous. Before they come to work, they go to their desk and they see an article that says how to be a nice teacher, something like that. But they pick it up and go, oh, that's something, put that on my desk for me, okay. And they have a read of that, and they can learn more from that. The know-it-all. This was very interesting. The know-it-all. Exchange experience session with other staff. Yeah. If you get some other staff, in a teacher's meeting, if you get other staff to give their ideas, this will show the know-it-all that they don't know it all. So you have to give other people the opportunity to speak, to show that they don't know it all. And this leads on to, don't let them dominate. I'm sure you remember when you were teaching, that you have students in your class that always want to answer the questions, and they don't let anybody else answer. They always want to tell you, they want to impress you, and you have to say, look, I know you know the answer, but let's ask this student. So you don't let this student dominate. It should be the same in the teacher's room. And lead by example, which was the last one. This is really important. If you have a know-it-all who's telling you that they know everything, they don't need to be trained, if you show them that you don't know it all, nobody knows everything, right? Everyone's learning all the time. You learn from your experience. If you show them, you're the boss, but you're happy to learn from somebody else, this might help them change their mind as well. And then the last one, the always complaining. Which issue that they always complain about? For sure, they might have a good complaint. They might have genuine reason to complain and they want to make it better. But you have to find out which issue is the most important and address it. But you have to definitely, this is so important, share the solution, yeah. If you have a teacher that's complaining to you all the time, it just goes over your head. You don't want to listen, no one wants to listen to somebody who's complaining all the time. So encourage them to give you a solution. If they can't give you a solution, Tell them to go away and be strong, like it says here. Strength. Be strong. Yeah, go for strength. And if you say, look, I'm not interested in you complaining, I'm interested in a solution. If you don't have a solution, go away and come back with a solution. Then I will listen to you. But at the moment, no one can be strong. Tell them. So you don't want to. You want to make things better. So I have sort of 6 things I wanted to summarize here as well. This is be available, particularly with your sensitive teachers. Make sure that you give your teachers time to talk to you. Now you can do this. Something I did, I was managing 7 teachers. When I was working for the British Council, I had 7 teachers who were my responsibility. Overall, we had about 35, but my responsibility was 7 of them. And every Friday, I think it was, every Friday, from 2 o'clock till 4 o'clock, I was available to them. They could come and talk to me without an appointment, without any meeting. They could just come and see me, and that was their time. Obviously, they could make an appointment as well, but I was always available at that time for my teachers. Anything they wanted to do, plan a lesson, talk to me about a personal issue, talk to me about an HR issue. I was always available from 2 to 4 on a Friday. So you make yourself available, give them a time that they can come and see you. Reward teachers. This provides good motivation if you reward them, and it could be a teacher of the month, it could be something that they've done, and you get the other teachers to vote on that teacher as well. So it's not just you rewarding them, it's the whole teachers' room rewarding them. Maybe it's something that they've done, maybe it's something that they've shared, and you reward them. Give them an idea. Think of something like, you might need something for your teachers' room, the best classroom, for example, or the best materials that they've provided, something like that. Give them a reward to motivate them. You give them a voice. When you're having teachers' meetings, create 10 minutes in the meeting where there's no agenda and teachers can just say what they want to. They can maybe say something positive or say something negative, but give them a chance to speak. Give them an opportunity to ask a question or get something off their chest. Recognize their strengths. This can be very powerful. If you have a teacher, the perfect teacher, if you have a teacher that's very good at teaching grammar, or a teacher that's very good at preparing materials, or a teacher that's very good at supporting others, then put a list on the wall. If you need help with grammar, go to, and then you write the teacher's name. If you need help, the teachers can write their name. If you want to know more about listening skills, talk to this teacher. So you recognize their strengths and you make them available to the other teachers. And as teachers get more confident with their teaching, when they learn more, they can add things to the list about what they can help with. So you create a supportive teacher's room. Recognize the stress points of the year. Coming up to assessments, all right? You might have a lot of work to do before assessments are due. So teachers are stressed. Maybe it's just before a holiday period and they've got a lot of marking or work to do before the period, before they leave. Recognize these areas, these times of stress, and try to prepare before that to make it easier. Okay? If you recognize these times and know that teachers are going to feel this way, it will make it easier for you. And again, this links to kind of like the voice and the strengths, but encourage collaboration. Get your teachers to work together. If you can share the load, right? If you have lessons to prepare, you have things to do, share the load. Give the teachers an opportunity to reflect and to be able to help you with your work as well. A problem part is a problem shared, so get everybody to help out.
Sorry, he has a keyword.
This one?
Teacher,
Be available. Reward your teachers. Yeah. Be available, reward. Give them a voice. Recognize strengths. Key stress points. Recognize stress points and collaborate.
Number 4, sir.
Strengths. Know your teacher's strengths. Yeah. This is recognize the stress points. Stress points. The stress points of the year. So there are certain times of the year which is very stressful for teachers. Maybe it's the first week of term. There's a lot of work to do. After that, it gets easier. And then at the end of term, when assessment comes, it becomes more stressful. If you know when these points are, you can do something before that to help them. So that there's not a lot of work to do. So I'll just recap. Well, you can recap. Number 1. Be available. Number 2. Reward your teacher. Number 3.
Give them advice.
Give them a voice. Yeah, a voice. Let them speak. Let them talk to you. A voice. Yes. Recognize their strengths. Yeah. Recognize the stress points in the term and collaborate, work together. Also, you guys in different campuses, do you work together? Do you collaborate?
Yeah.
Good, because that's important. So, do your teachers collaborate between campuses?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes?
Yes. We have.
Okay. So, if you can create an opportunity where teachers can share even more materials, ideas. You can do this. Do you have Facebook groups? I know you have a Facebook group.
Yep.
But either sharing things on Facebook groups, creating little communities where they can share their ideas would be helpful. If you have a teacher in this campus preparing a lesson for Doodle Town 2, Lesson 1, they prepare a beautiful lesson. And then the teacher in this campus is preparing lesson 2 for Doodle Town 2. But they should be talking to each other, sharing, right? That's what we want to try and do. So if you can provide those opportunities for collaboration, then do that. Okay, I stole the photograph from your website. Do you know this boy?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. He's very handsome. Yes. What lesson is this? Is this an English lesson or a math lesson? Or?
Cambodia class.
And the teachers obviously doing a good job. Now, the 3 questions we're going to look at before we have lunch. What are the benefits of having motivated teachers in your classroom?
Student participate.
How can you encourage teachers to create positive atmosphere?
Never blame.
And which would you say is the most effective way to get feedback from the student? These are the 3 questions we're going to answer before the break. So, I'm going to give you some post-it notes. And I'd like you to separate them into 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so on your post-it note, I have here, write your number 1, and then a solution. No complaining, only solutions. Only solutions. So I'll answer the question. All right?
Thi bằng bài.
Beautiful. Now, I'm gonna, you can take a photo if you want to, okay? But I will also, again, I will summarize it for you as well. A lot of the things are repeated, for example. So a lot of them are to do with the students, obviously. More motivated students. If your teacher's motivated, your students are motivated. Number 2, how can you encourage things I'm seeing? Lead by example again. Clear, specific learning, teaching outcomes. I like that. Be friendly with the teacher, share your goals. Peer teaching. And the last one, effective way to get feedback. We've got survey. Feedback, we've got survey, classroom observation, meeting schedules, student survey. Good. And that's what we're going to look at in a moment. So these are some things that I thought of, okay? So just to sort of summarize, and I think it does. The benefits of having motivated teachers. If your teachers are motivated, not only are they happy inside the classroom, but outside it they're happy. So in the teacher's room, which is very important. They will motivate their learners, which you already said, and they will go beyond. Right? This is the name of a course called Go Beyond. But forget about that. What I mean by go beyond is, teachers have a job description. And if they do that job description, then they get paid a salary. They go home, they come back, they teach, go home. But go beyond means to do something extra. To go out of that job description. To do some professional development, to do some training, to make themselves better. So stepping out of their role as just a teacher, maybe doing some coordination, maybe doing some student surveys, some feedback, observing other teachers, peer observation, covering for other teachers. And how can you encourage teachers to create a positive atmosphere? Is, again, lead by example, be positive yourself. If you come to work complaining about your boss, then your teachers are going to complain about you, complaining about your boss. So it's like a double complaint. So be positive yourself. And if you're not positive about your job, find the root problem and try to address that problem. Yeah? It comes from you. Praising teachers, so create rewards is what we talked about. Let them know they're doing a good job. And by motivating them yourself. Again, leading by example. And which would you say is the most effective way? Questionnaires, survey forms with ratings. Now, for the next 10 minutes, I want you to look in your worksheets. I am a worksheet warrior today. You have 3 feedback forms. Feedback form A. This is not for you. This is an example. Okay? You have A. These are feedback forms that you could give to students in the class. Alright? So when you teach a lesson, you've taught the lesson. At the end of the lesson, you have 5 minutes. You give this to your students. This is the idea. You give it to your students, and your students fill it in, and then they give it back to you, and you look at their feedback. So feedback form A, what did you learn in the activity? Do you think you learned enough language in the activity? Now, the key thing is, you have to think about the level that you're teaching. Would you give this to a kindergarten student? No. No, of course. Okay.
Of course.
Would you give it to a primary student?
Yeah. Could be.
Maybe, yeah. And remember, it's not a language activity. So you can do this in Khmer. You can translate it, it's fine. As long as you get that feedback to improve your teaching, however you get that, is the way that you're going to do it. So you can translate it, no problem. So there's A, B,
C. Yeah, C.
and C. So, in small groups, maybe groups of 3, with the people next to you, just have a look at A, B, and C, and think about whether your teachers could use this in the classroom, how they would use it, what levels they would use it, or if you have other ideas for survey forms for your students. Maybe when you would use them as well. Okay? So just in small groups of 3, have a little discussion about the usefulness of questionnaires or survey forms. Then I'll give you my reflection from how I've used them before as well. Okay. You don't have to use it, but you want to encourage them to get feedback from your students. You want to encourage a growth mindset. So the students give feedback, the teacher reflects on the feedback, and then gets better because of the feedback. But the teachers don't need to show this to management. It's for them to get better. Right? We'll talk about what you can do as managers to get feedback in a moment. Right? I think with the second form, it's a bit more detailed. I don't know if you like it or not, or what the discussion was. It's very similar to the first one. And then the third one could be used with primary, possibly kindergarten. But you have to remember with kindergarten, they're still developing their motor skills, their fine motor skills. So even marking on a form is going to be a challenge for them. So I'll show you some other ideas in kindergarten how you can get instant feedback. Or maybe kindergarten 3, I'm sure. And this was just an example of the things that you're doing in a lesson. So you start maybe with the vocab game, listening, it's just an example. Okay? And again, I want to stress that it's for teachers to use for their own personal use. If they want to show it as part of their evaluation, then they can. They've got evidence now, and you can tell them this. Why don't you use these feedback forms for your students? And when we have an evaluation at the end of the year, you have this evidence to bring to the evaluation. And if there's a negative on here, a teacher can look at that, but what you want them to do is look at the negative. That's how we learn, right? If it's all positive, then you're going to have a know-it-all teacher. And if they bring it to you and it's all positive, you have to question that. You have to say, what? You can't come with 10 feedback forms and everything's perfect, because you're not perfect, right? So you're going to question that as well. But if there is a negative, you can then ask the teacher, what did you do to turn that into a positive? And that's where development comes. That's where we learn. Now, getting feedback from your students as a manager. Okay, you need this as well. You need to be able to go into a class and get feedback from students, which is anonymous, that you can then tell some teachers about for their evaluation. Like I said, in kindergarten, it's very difficult. So with a kindergarten class or a very low primary class, you as a manager should make time to go into the class. Before the teacher comes to class, I'll tell the teacher, for the first 5 minutes, I'm going in the class, you can stay here. I want to talk to the students. And just talk to them and find out yourself. Do a mini focus group with the kids themselves. Okay, make sure that you make time to do that. There's a whole loads of reasons why you should talk to students in the class and get feedback. One of them is so that you know that the teachers are doing a good job. But another reason, particularly, not so much kindergarten because they're still They're still just little ones. They're still just like kids that just don't. They're not really understanding that they're coming to school sometimes. They're just having a good time in their lives at this moment. But with teenagers, if you as a manager go in and you talk to the teenagers about their study, about their class, it shows that you care about them, the students. You want them to do well. You care about them. And this is a very important tool so the students realize, wow, not only does my teacher want to help me learn, but the management want to help the teacher help me learn, so they feel more motivated as well. So make sure you go into the classroom and talk to your students and find out what the challenges are. And again, you can use this in evaluations. I spoke to your little kindergarten students. They said they love the class. They think it's wonderful. They're having a great time. Or I spoke to them and they said they don't understand anything. What's going on? Why do you think they don't understand anything? What can you do to help them understand better? So you're getting feedback as well. Now, interviews, we looked at that. So throughout the term, you might want to pull one of our students out and interview them and ask them how they're doing. This is another way to get feedback. Suggestion boxes, put them in the classroom or in the centre, in the campus, so students can write a few notes, put it in a suggestion box. You could also do this to motivate teachers, have a suggestion box in the teacher's room where teachers can give you suggestions as well, anonymous. Happy and sad faces. So with kindergarten, at the start of the term, you have a piece of paper. One has got two pieces of paper, a happy face, a nice big happy face that they colour and they make themselves, and a sad face that they make and colour themselves. And then when the teacher is doing an activity, they can ask them, happy or sad, and they hold up. They get instant feedback. In kindergarten, it's easy for them to do that. Class discussions, yeah, I think again, teachers should be encouraged to talk to the class about their learning. Make time for this. Simple, raise your hands. Did you enjoy the activity? Stand up if you like the activity. Stand up if you didn't like the activity. So you just get them to do something like that. And then questions around the room. So you open it up to questions. Yeah. So these are things teachers should be doing in the class to motivate their students and get feedback from their students. But also, as management, we can use these tools. With the survey forms, I don't think you should do this after every lesson, but maybe every 5 lessons, every 4 lessons, do a survey with the students. If you do it every lesson, it just becomes a sort of a normal thing. Now let's just recap. We're going to go for lunch in a bit. So we have like a little Venn diagram. So we've got motivated teachers, feedback, and an atmosphere that's motivational, which comes a lot from you. What are the benefits? Well, you get quality, what we call quality in the classroom, okay? And quality in the campus. And if you have quality in the classroom and quality in the campus, this attracts more and more people. It attracts more students, but it also attracts more teachers. I don't know if your recruitment is. Do you have enough teachers? Do you need teachers? Is it good? You need more teachers. All right. So if you get a reputation as being an organisation that cares about teachers, that's fun to work at, that wants their teachers to develop, then you can get testimonials, and this then leads on, so it becomes a good place to work. And they link together. So motivated teachers, just to recap, and they will spread the word. Teachers will, word of mouth will go around that this is a good place to work, or it's not a good place to work. Yeah? You get word of mouth, it's very important. In the teaching community, people talk to each other. A motivational atmosphere attracts students, they want to come and study. It's fun to be there. Adds another element to what you do, so it's again sort of going beyond. And feedback from students has as I said before, it shows that you care. Very important that students know that they're cared for. That then increases their own motivation and it provides ideas for PD. What does PD mean? Yeah. So teachers can use these survey forms as ways to develop themselves. I think it's just a 360-degree process. Getting feedback, providing ideas, getting better, getting more feedback. Now, we've got 10 minutes before lunch. Let's have a little Q&A. Does anybody have any questions about what we looked at this morning? Or anything else? Not about the football last night, but I don't want to answer any questions. Sure.
From students, because if we use our observation form alone, then we can get our feedback from the side. We also would like to get the student side so during the teaching observation example,
Absolutely, definitely. When you finish the observation, you can ask the teacher to finish the class, for that observation class, finish the class 5 minutes early. Okay? Then you stay, you observe the class, you stay with the class. The teacher leaves, you have maybe a Q&A, like just ask some questions. Maybe the students will answer, maybe they won't, and then you can give them anonymous feedback form. And like you say, that will triangulate your observation, your subjective feeling about the lesson, and then their feedback as well. So hopefully it will mix together. So it's a great way, yeah, definitely. I think teachers become a bit possessive about their students sometimes, and they shouldn't be. You should be, as a manager, you should be allowed into their classroom at any time for drop-in observation, for formal observations, but the classroom is yours as much as theirs. So I think that's a really good way of doing it, yeah. And you can talk to the teacher about the kind of feedback you're going to ask from the students. So you could, depending on the relationship you have with the students and the teacher, you can say, well, I'm going to ask them about these areas, what do you think? Or after the feedback, when you're doing the feedback, is there new student feedback as an evaluation? So I ask the students about this area, what do you think they say?